Hey, what's going on, everyone? Carlos here. Carlos Gill TV. Is day 20 of 365. I am doing today's vlog in between interviews. I've got one coming up in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to try to knock this out in between now and then. And I had an awesome interview not too long ago. And pretty much what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks is every day I've been talking to different companies on the phone in between interviews. I'm responding to emails. A lot of you out there have been keeping me real busy, just sending me job leads. So I'm applying for those leads. I'm not leaving any stone unturned, and I am a true free agent. I am trying to take advantage and seize every opportunity out there. Like I'm telling every single company in a very transparent manner, I am seeking a role where I'm really going to be given the best opportunity to bring value to an organization and to really be an agent of change. And quite frankly, I am not a fit for every company's culture. I'm someone that is not meant to be micromanaged. I'm someone who can bring an immense amount of value and thought leadership, but it takes the right company to really want to go ahead and have someone like me on board. So, so far, almost every single company I've spoken to, I'm exactly what they're looking for, and now we're kind of getting to that stage that it's the period where I've already spoken to a couple different people, and we're trying to set up face-to-face interviews. They're also trying to weed me out in between other candidates that they've got in the pipeline, so it's a little frustrating for me, but in the meantime, like I said before, I'm doing interviews every single day. It's really keeping my spirits and my head up, just all the activity. Every single time I speak with a different recruiter or an employer or hiring manager, it's really fulfilling for me because it gives me an opportunity to just once again reaffirm the value that I bring to them. I am my biggest fan, and I think that you should be too. That's one thing that I've been going back and forth on Twitter the last couple days, just talking with some different people on Twitter and in different forums. You've got to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest advocate, because at the end of the day, who's going to be a bigger fan of Carlos Gill than Carlos Gill? Who's going to be a bigger fan of you than you are? No one is. And in order for you to have other people that buy into who you are, and in order for you to have advocates of your own, you have to be a fan. You have to do a lot of value, a lot of good for people, and you have to get your name out there. And, you know, I tell you, friends, the social media game, it's always changing. I got into this game, and I call it game loosely because it's a business, it's a network. It's not necessarily a game, but there is definitely a very much a skilled component to it. But I got into social media back in 2008 during the recession, and back then LinkedIn was really what was popping, and I really made my mark in social and starting up my business Jobs Direct USA primarily by working LinkedIn and by building a network. And you know, that network has grown from, you know, 1 or 2 connections back then to now I have almost 20,000 first degree connections, which is just fantastic. But it's not limited to just LinkedIn. In order to be successful in social media, you have to know people, and people have to know you, and you have to add immense amount of value to that network. It's like anything else. It's like these flowers right here that my wife has on our dining room table. In order for a flower to grow, you have to water it, you have to nurture it, you have to give it love, and that's no different than your social media network out there. You can't just expect to just bomb people with tweets or Facebook posts or connect with people randomly on LinkedIn, and then as soon as you hit them up, or as soon as you connect with them, then you hit them up to try to sell them something. That's not how social media works. That's not how the power of a relationship works, and that's not how business works. It's not realistic. So I say all this because I made my mark in social media many years ago, and now that I'm kind of getting back into this on a day-by-day, and don't get me wrong, I've been doing social media day-by-day for 7 years now, but there's a big difference when you're working for a company and you spend 8 to 9 hours a day at a company, and then on your lunch break, or when you're in the bathroom, or when you are in the car, you're checking tweets here and there. There's a big difference between doing that and actually being at home throughout the course of an entire day, from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep. There's a big difference in terms of social media engagement. And one thing that's kind of cool, I was commenting on this in a DM with my buddy Nick Cicero a few minutes ago, is my clout score has gone up from 64 to 71, which is pretty cool. 71 is not earth-shattering, but just goes to show in a matter of 2 weeks, my clout score has gone up significantly just because I've been engaging more, which means I've been adding more value to my network. And that's really what I aspire to be, as an agent of change. And it's not about me, but again, this is my network. This is my vehicle to be able to communicate with people out there, which is YouTube, it's video, it's Carlos Gill TV, it's Real Talk. So I'm going to use this outlet really for people to get to know what I'm going through, the struggle I'm going through, the highs and lows I'm going through, to then hopefully be able to educate and inspire, motivate people out there going through the same. And I got a very nice email from a woman named Shelly who's in my network, and this is the stuff that really jazzes me up. Like, this is the stuff that when things are kind of going on the low and I start to get kind of down and out and like wondering what the hell's my purpose? What am I meant to be doing? Should I go independent? Should I stay corporate? Should I start up my own agency? Should I consult? Like, what the hell should I be doing? It's people like you out there that are watching this right now that reaffirm that whatever I'm at, my purpose of life, of work, of my business, it is much more than just a paycheck. It's really just karma and energy and a presence that I'm building to go ahead and help people out there. And this one person in my network, Shelly, she reached out to me yesterday and sent me this very nice email that she's been reading my articles I've been publishing on Medium. She's been watching my videos, and it's just having a profound impact positively on her career and where she's at. And like, that's the stuff that just, if you're watching this, Shelly, it touches me. It means a lot to me. And for all of you out there that take the time to watch these videos and actually take the time to write to me, it means so much to me just to know that touches you, because at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm even doing any of this is to go ahead and amplify my personal brand. And who's the brand of Carlos Gil? It's that agent of change. It's that person that really wants to make a difference. It's that person that not only aspires to write books and speak at conferences and work for brands and do a bunch of cool stuff on that side, but just someone who wants to help others out there. Because at the end of the day, I'm not meant to be in a cubicle. I am not meant to be at a desk pushing papers. I'm meant to be an agent of change, and that's real talk. Really cool thing happened to me yesterday that I want to go ahead and share with everyone. I was going through Twitter and I was looking at the list of different CMOs and CEOs that are on Twitter. And again, don't discount Twitter as being a reliable source for connection building and for networking, no different than LinkedIn. So I saw CMO at a very high profile Fortune 100 company that I would love to work for. And I sent him a tweet. He didn't respond to the tweet initially. He favorited it, which was to me a sign that he saw the tweet. And then I followed him. He followed me back. I sent him a DM acknowledging the interaction there, and then basically let him know I'd love to go ahead and chat with him offline. He shot me his email, suggested I send my resume to him, shot him the resume via email, and now we are in the process of trying to set up an interview, which is pretty damn cool. And again, it goes to show, regardless of who you are or where you sit or where you're at in your career, anyone that you want to make contact with is just one step away from you. I encourage that you give Twitter a shot, you give Facebook a shot. All these platforms, they're all here to help all of us just be more interconnected to each other. And that's hashtag Real Talk. So for now, I'm going to sign off. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. No script, just real talk, straight from the heart. Thanks a lot for watching. Fist bumps, my friend. Bam! Peace. And I'll see you tomorrow on day 21 of 365 right here on Carlos Gil TV.